Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I'm really pleased to welcome all of you from Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. You know, if you're getting into hospitality, you're obviously aiming for the very top. But have you ever wondered what really separates a good hotel from a truly great one? It's not just about impeccable service anymore. It's about having great data. Today, we're going to pull back that curtain and see exactly how the best in the business use data to get a massive competitive advantage. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in this industry. So, let's dive in.
Okay, let's start with a really important question. Imagine your hotel is profitable, right? Occupancy is up, and on the surface, things are looking pretty good. But here's the catch. How do you really know if good is actually good enough? Are you hitting your absolute peak potential, or are you just doing a little bit better than you did last year? The truth is, if you're only looking at your own numbers, you're operating with a huge blind spot.
And this is what we call operating in a data silo. Honestly, it's like you're running a race with blinders on. Sure, you can feel yourself getting faster, but you have absolutely no idea if the competition is leaving you in the dust or if you're actually leading the whole pack. Without that external context, you're not just limiting your potential, you're basically guessing about your own success.
And this, right here, illustrates the point perfectly. Look, knowing your housekeeping team averages 30 minutes per room, that's useful information for sure. But knowing that similar luxury hotels in your exact same city are averaging 26 minutes per room, well, that information is transformative. It completely changes the conversation from, hey, are we doing okay? To how on earth do we capture this 4-minute efficiency gap? This is just the classic trap so many properties fall into. Without that external number to compare against, that 30-minute average just becomes the standard at your hotel. It gets accepted, it gets budgeted for, and it never ever gets questioned. All because of that dangerous phrase, that's the way we've always done it. And that kind of thinking is what allows tiny inefficiencies to become permanently baked into your operations. So if operating in that silo is the problem, how do we break out of it? Well, this is where the smartest hotels are completely changing the game. They literally smash that silo by embracing the power of benchmarking, using data to get a crystal clear picture of how they really stack up against everyone else. And this is where it gets incredibly powerful. Now, we're not just talking about some vague industry average here. AI benchmarking is all about precision. It means you're comparing your hotel's performance against totally anonymized data from thousands of other properties that are just like yours. We're talking same market, same size, same service level. This is exactly the kind of sharp, data-driven thinking that defines modern hotel management. So how does this actually work in practice? Well, imagine having a system that is constantly scanning the entire industry, spotting financial risks way before they become full-blown fires. That's pretty much what these platforms do. By pulling together all this anonymized data, they create a kind of early warning system for your hotel's performance.
Now take a look at this. This chart is like an instant visual diagnosis. On the left, you see your hotel's labor hours per occupied room are sitting at 1.5. But just look to the right, your direct competitors, your peer group, they're averaging 1.1. And the absolute best-in-class performers, they're all the way down at 0.8. Instantly, you're flagged as an outlier. Without a chart like this, you might never even know you're overspending on front desk labor.
This is my absolute favorite way to think about it. The benchmark data acts as a financial smoke detector. Now, it doesn't tell you why there's a problem. It's not going to solve it for you. But it beeps loudly, and it points you directly to the exact room where the inefficiency is happening. It signals to management, hey, you need to investigate right here. Is the check-in process too manual? Could some tasks be automated? Now you know exactly what questions you need to be asking.
Okay, so the smoke detector is going off. The data has done its job. But remember, data all by itself doesn't fix problems. This next step is the most important one, turning that insight into real action. And this is where a truly great manager makes all the difference in the world.
And you know what? There's a clear playbook for this. First, you dig into the reports to really understand the why behind the numbers. Then you lock onto that best-in-class number. That becomes your new North Star, your goal. From there, you set realistic targets for your team and you use the data to right-size your departments, making sure your staffing is perfectly tuned to your market. It's a very clear path from data to decision.
So let's connect all these operational decisions back to the really big picture. Because this isn't just about saving a few dollars at the front desk or shaving a few minutes off a room clean. This is about elevating the entire financial profile of the hotel as an asset. And this is exactly why this matters so much to owners and investors. You see, every single operational efficiency you uncover through benchmarking doesn't just improve the profit and loss sheet. It makes the hotel more competitive and, of course, more profitable. And what's a more profitable hotel? It's a more valuable asset. It's really that simple. Every small, data-driven decision you make builds a stronger, more valuable property in the long run.
So, here's the real takeaway today. The future of hospitality isn't just about tradition. It's about technology-driven insight. As you all start your careers, you're going to have to make a choice. Are you going to be the manager who relies on how we've always done it? Or will you be the one who uses data to find a better way and lead your property right to the top? That's the choice that's going to define your success.